Good day. This is the pre-blizzard. We're getting snow just after most of it left, and I'm finally able to walk in this pristine wetland. Quick thought. Let's talk about talking. I was having a riveting conversation with my good friend Jack Obat via text message, and we were talking about words used deliberately and how we often use bad grammar. The one example was when people say very unique. Well, either something is unique or not. It's a 100% qualitative difference. So it's not the same as looking at a gradation of colors or gray areas when we're talking about stuff about the being of the being. Why did this all come up? Because he has a fascinating theory about magic, how we are just wizards at all times, casting spells on each other with our intent, with our pushing what we feel is important in life on each other because of ideas and fantasies we have in our imagination about where we ought to go, and then we start to resent those who get in the way of our goal. But what you do there is make that your God. So that would mean you should pay attention to your thoughts and the things you say out loud and observe them. And that's the remedy to this problem of all this confusion. If you're a Genesis fan, we definitely are in the land of confusion. So interesting. What is the remedy? Well, my answer is if you have a sincere heart and you're truly honest in your observation, then you can grow into your true nature. And that's the best way to help others and lead as an example. And that might mean go into art, go into starting a band. But if you make the band so important and you have all these ideas, he had asked me, I said, if you're concerned about getting recognition or leaving a legacy or being famous or whatever, then you're doing black magic, according to what he's saying. If we're always doing magic when we talk to each other and casting our little voodoo on each other with our words, there's some truth to that if you really reflect on it. It's so close to the vest that the idea seems almost too simple and too true. Anyway, in short, in conclusion, I'm actually going to go jam now with my friends. They're waiting for me. In conclusion, start talking about your talking, thinking about it, observing it. Every time you engage in a conversation, you take on persona, you take on a role. That can happen, and you can observe it while it's happening. So don't discount that. Oh, so his example was, what if you wanted a good message, but you also wanted the fame? Is there something wrong with that? I said, my answer was, I was trying to eat a dead raccoon. Hold on, look at that dead raccoon. He's been there for days, months, I think. Okay, so the conclusion is, what if it was half this and there was a good side effect? Well, I said, it should just come out naturally. You wouldn't be thinking about those things. You wouldn't make anything too important, and you would probably succeed. It would just kind of come out of you, and you put in the work, but the work wouldn't be the big deal. You didn't prove anything to anybody, and that's to see where it leads. Any big ideas we have, then we're just muddling with things, and things aren't going to go the way you planned, I guarantee that, and it's just going to lead to headaches. So that's my advice, and apart from the conversation. I said either you are following your honest, sincere heart, being guided by the Holy Spirit, or you're worshiping thoughts. It's one or the other. It's 100% difference. There is no 50-50. That was my point. And just like someone's either pregnant or not pregnant, no one's very pregnant, someone's either unique or not unique. It's a 1-0 thing. So anyway, think about that when you use your words and try to neatly organize this wiggly world for clarity. And if every time you open your mouth you affect somebody, then maybe think about what your words are doing. And that will come with true reflection, forgiving, and living in the moment. Okay, that's it.